Hey guys, this is KillerB23 here, and today I'm going to be coming to you with a little review of the new shotgun I just got. Now, I know what you're thinking, it's nothing special. Drum roll, please. Boom. Can you guess what it is? I think you can. I think you got it. Mossberg Maverick88. Okay? I don't know if you just saw that clearing up, but Mossberg Maverick88. Okay? Uh, the gun is clear. First and foremost. This is Mossberg's version of the 500. Well, the cheap version of the 500. The differences are there's no many. For those who don't know, Mossberg are very prominent shotgun makers and rifle makers, and I don't think they make handguns or anything actually, but they might. I don't know, but they have a Model 500, and that's a very popular gun. I mean, millions of people have that gun. It's that and the Remington 870 are probably the most iconic and most sold and customizable guns out there. Along with this, now this is a Remington 500, or this is a Mossberg 500. That's a little bit different and a lot cheaper. Okay, the only differences are this comes with a pin foregrip. Okay, and that just means that the charging handles right here are permanently attached to the foregrip. So if you wanted to get a foregrip with a Picatinny rail or a strap to stick your hand through and so you can charge it better, you'd have to take the whole charging bars out with it, which is kind of a little bit of a pain in the butt, but still not a big deal. The 500 comes with the sights drilled and tapped right here, so you can get a red dot sight on there. But for me personally, I would never put a red dot sight or a scope on my shotgun because you don't need to. It's a shotgun. That's kind of the point of them, is to just be able to boom and hit whatever you're aiming at. You can hit whatever you're aiming at blind most of the time. And another difference is this is the last and only difference is the safety. Okay, now on the 500, it's got a tang. It's called the tang safety, and it's right here, and that's so you can hit it. Red is, I think, up is safe and down is fire, or vice versa. But this one comes with a crossbow safety. As you can see, red is dead. That's unsafe. You just, instead of going here like this, you go like that, which I like better because I'm used to safety. I like it, actually, I kind of like it behind the trigger, but that's just my personal preference. So yeah, great gun for the money. I paid, this came with a, sorry, let me grab this here. Came with the pistol grip attachment that you could, just pop the stock off. There's videos on how to do that. Pop the stock off, and it comes with this, and it does fits in my hand nicely. It does, it did fit nice. But comes with that. It comes with this lock. It comes with an Allen wrench to to take it out. And that's basically it. It doesn't come with a cleaning kit, which I kind of don't like. But for the money, I mean, you're getting a great deal, anyways. It's a 500, Mossberg 500 is going to be about $450 for a decent one, okay? And for the Maverick 88, which literally is the exact same gun except for those key differences that I just told you, and maybe the 500's got a little bit better fit and finish. Maybe I'm not going to lie to you. The foregrip is a little bit wobbly, but it charges fine. I mean, it runs it's very smooth action. The trigger is pretty nice actually. It's not bad. So I would strongly recommend it. This is one that comes with an 8-round capacity. 7+1, which is a lot. You're not going to get much better than that. And for, like I said, the Mossberg 500 is about $450 for a decent one for the same gun literally, and this was $260 after tax. And tax is a quarter of the price. So I think it was $220 before before tax, and then $260 after. And then I went to Walmart and got a box of 90 clays and a box of 100 rounds of the federal, field and sport, clay and birdshot. And those would work great for skeet and stuff like that, just to play around. And they work great for wax slugs too. But yeah, I got all that stuff. That's like $292 for all that stuff, and that's all you need. Then you go out to the range, shoot all day. You could shoot all weekend, with that many rounds and that many clays. But you could definitely shoot, but you wouldn't be able to shoot as much you wouldn't be able to shoot all that in one sitting, is what I'm saying, without your arm killing afterwards. But yeah, and it actually doesn't kick hard at all. It gives a little boom, just like any other 12 gauge. But this recoil pad actually works pretty well. It's nothing special at all, but it actually works pretty well. And another good thing about these guns is pretty much any 500 item will fit on these, because like I said, they're like the same gun, and they're literally the most customizable shotguns on the market, besides the Remington 870 and the Mossberg 500, of course. And they're very easy to take apart. All you do is, there's a little screw right there on the front, and that's where you can also put your sling in. I'm getting a sling. I got a sling coming in the Amazon, but that's a screw right there, okay? And what you do is you just loosen the screw, lefty loosey, righty tighty, and the screw, you don't have to worry about the screw falling out or anything, because the screw is permanently attached to the barrel. But then the barrel comes right off, and as you can see, the gun is very, very new. I only put like 100 rounds to it. I think something like that. And I would strongly recommend, with all new guns and old guns, just try to keep count of the rounds you put through it. Because if you want to sell that weapon, people want to know. I mean, I know that if I buy a used gun, which I have before, I want to know roughly how many rounds have been put through it. You know what I mean? So that way you kind of know what ammo has been through it. Cheap? Does it run cheap? Does it run expensive? What does it do? Does it jam? What? But yeah, after that, you just, there's a little pin right there, and it's very easy to take out. The pin comes right out with it. You can get a little punch, or I use a little piece of a coat hanger, and that's what I use for my Glock too. Just you can make a dozen of them, and they work great too. But yeah, there's videos on how to take it apart. I might make one actually, but make sure the action is open when you put it back on, and it just screws right on. And you do not take a wrench to it, okay? Just screw it as tight as your hand can, and it will be fine. So yeah, I haven't done anything. I'm going to get a side saddle for it. I'm going to get a side saddle for it, so I can, pop round, dump it in there, and charge it, And I'm also going to get a stock round holder, and maybe the sling that I'm looking at is a sling that goes from the top here to, there's a little spot here that's not tapped, so you're gonna have to screw it yourself, but I have drills and stuff, and most other people do too. So but the sling that I'm looking at holds like 40 rounds itself. They line up on the sling, and I think that's really cool. So if I get all that stuff together, this gun alone, just on the gun, will be able to hold, including a full magazine, like 60 rounds or something. So that's pretty cool, and convenient. You don't have to bring a whole box of shells every time you go shooting, and if shit hits the fan, hey, there you go too. You can just grab it and go. But like I said, for $290, I would strongly recommend everybody, everybody should have 3 guns. They should have a pistol, a shotgun, and a rifle. Now, my rifle is actually in the back, and I don't want to go grab it right now, but I have a couple different rifles. I have a 30-06 semi-auto Remington. I believe it's a Remington 700, 760, something like that. But I've had it for my whole life. It was my grandpa's gun. I've shot many deer with it. I love it, but it's definitely a hunting gun. And I also have a 308 bolt action bolt gun, Savage, great gun, cheap, great. Works. Never had a problem with it whatsoever. And I'm also getting a Mini 14, and I cannot wait for that. It's actually coming in the I ordered it through my buddy in my local gun shop, and should be here any day now. So can't wait to go pick that baby up. I love the Garand style weapons, but that's a video. That's a conversation for another video. Great gun. I would strongly recommend everybody get it. I really would. It shoots great. It runs great. I've only put 100 rounds to it, so I can't say for sure whether this particular gun is going to run, undoubtedly, reliable, because like I said, I only got 100 rounds to it. But I've never seen or heard anybody talk about these being unreliable. Maybe a couple, but you just send it back to Mossberg and they'll fix it right up for you. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching. If you could please, comment, subscribe. I know that I literally probably don't have any subscribers, which is fine with me. I just do this just because I think it's fun, and I think that I just want to get my opinion on things out there. So, like I said, I appreciate you guys watching. I have some other videos coming out. I have a video called "What Things Every American Should Know," and I have another video coming out of things that I've done to my Glock to make it a better performing gun and better to fit my needs. And I just talk about that a little bit. So I appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day, and stay safe.